I'd like to talk to you about a menace threatening humanity. It's happening right here, in our very homes, and corrupting the lives of our loved ones.
Maybe they're friendly.
Hello and welcome to episode 9 of the Electronic Aids podcast. Joining me is the returning co-host, Danny Major.
Hey, I'm back.
He is
I
back
am back.
from outer space. Yeah, you missed our, which feels like 2 recordings for me because Paul and I did episode 8 twice. Yeah, so you missed talking about May of 95, 85, 2005 and 2015.
Yes, I was gutted actually because 95. I'm a bit of an expert on 1995.
Well, we've got June coming up. You still dressed like you're in 1995?
Never not dressed. I still smell a dupe. Yep. So.
Do you really still use dupe?
Yeah. I'm just drinking a cup of tea. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh dear, your lucky wife.
No. Yeah. Lucky. Okay then. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we're with this just a quick rundown of this week's show. So we're going to do a bit about what we've been playing, some of the news from the last week in terms of games announcements and things like that, and then we're going to look back on E3 past and discuss our favorite E3 memories. And then leave it at that really. But first, let's do some admin. Okay, right. Last time, even Sean Connery asked you to go and review us where you can and subscribe and spread the word. None of you fuckers did. And I know there are over 400 of you now listening. And yeah, can just one of you do it? Yeah, just one. That'll be fantastic. And I'll tell you what, this is the thing, right? What we'll do is we want to have some reviews, but in the reviews, I want them to be written in the way of a really cliched video game review. Okay. And the best ones will read out, and the very best one will get a copy of FIFA Street on the PS3.
Ooh.
I mean, how does that sound?
Are you sure you want to give that away?
I'm not, but I'm that desperate for people to do reviews.
Oh, God. Is it sealed?
I'm willing to give away my copy of FIFA. It's not sealed, no, because obviously I've played it. It's the one with Lionel Messi on the front cover. Yeah. So big prize there, guys.
Nice.
But yeah, so what we want is reviews written in the way of a cliched video games review. You know, things like like when you're reviewing something that's like a Dark Souls alike, and just use all the cliches and things like that. So just do something like that, okay? That's what we want. Okay.
Or
right,
just
now that's out of the way.
Do anything, basically. Just do it.
Yeah, but fun reviews would be great.
Yes.
That'd be good because we only have 2. We've had 2 ratings of 5 stars, but that's it. So, and I know that the Apple Podcast is our number 1 place for downloads. Yeah. So, and I know that's 40% of 400. I don't know what that is off the top of my head because 50 was 200, but can't need to get rid of that 10%. I can't. Oh no, it's 20. So yeah, it's what 180 of you are on Apple Podcasts. So come on, really good cliched video game reviews. You don't need to give us 5 stars, but it would be nice if you did. Okay, right, that's out of the way. Let's move on then. Oh, Danny boy, what games are you playing?
Right.
And from what gen are they from again?
I've had this Danny boy thing all day. Right, let's go. Oblivion. I've been playing Oblivion. There you go. I've been
nice and retro?
Well, no, it's the remake.
You mean the remaster?
Remaster,
Yeah.
I wouldn't play the old one. And I would, but this is out. So, yeah. Yeah, I've just been walking around, talking to cats and collecting Ninroot. I don't know if you know what a Ninroot is. You don't play Elder Scrolls, do you?
Mhm. I've played Skyrim now,
Only because I told you
and I
to.
enjoy Skyrim.
You were
But it's
slagging it
good.
off
I have been enjoying
the
it.
other week. You actually,
I was, because I wasn't enjoying it.
but you are now.
Yeah, but now I really like it. I think it's really good. Yeah. It's a lot of
Best
fun.
game ever made.
I wouldn't go that far. I would certainly say it's a game that was made, and made again, and made again, and made again. It's more releases than The Last of
It
Us.
wasn't made again. It was just
Re-released
yeah,
over and over
yeah,
and over.
yeah. So
Are you a real Skyrim fan though? That you've even played the Alexa version and the Tesla version?
I finished the Alexa version at Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I was on my headphones talking to Alexa on my own.
You haven't played it in your swastika then?
No, nothing like that. No, just literally the Alexa.
Right.
Yeah, it was all right. A bit weird.
What are your views on the Oblivion remaster? How is it? How does it hold up to the original? As someone who played the original for about an hour, got bored, and never went back to it.
Listen, when you're going to remake a game like an Elder Scrolls game, Oblivion, keep the core element, and that is don't change it too much, because you're changing the fundamentals, the way it works. It's still clunky. It looks absolutely stunning. I mean, you've seen the graphics and the models and stuff like that. It looks amazing. But if you change the way that the original plays to a fan base of millions, it's not going to go down well. And what they've done is basically kept the concept of, game is actually shit, but it works and it's fun. Does that make sense? It's
Yeah.
It's definitely still a game from 2005, 2006. You can't deny that, but it looks better. It plays the same as it did on the Xbox 360, PC, and it works. They haven't changed the fundamentals. I mean, the music is still stunning, and they've updated the backdrops and stuff like that, and it looks amazing. I absolutely love it because it reminds me of a time where I was kind of getting home from the pub and growing up a bit, and just put Oblivion on or Halo. Do you know what I mean? And just got lost in that till 4 o'clock in the morning, half drunk, sitting on a chair. Look at that anymore. I tried it a few weeks ago, and I didn't get up in the morning for work when it first came out. But no, I love it. It's brilliant. I've been playing it with a few people I know as well. Texting people while I'm playing it. They're fans of it. And it's been hilarious. It's been brilliant. It's something's broken. Don't change it. Basically, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's it's not. I'm not gonna get it, obviously, because it's not. It's not for me.
Yeah, but you're playing Skyrim. You might
It's,
wander off down that path at some.
I have been playing
There you go.
Skyrim, yeah, but I'm not. I don't like it enough to play the game that precedes it, because I think there's so much wrong with Skyrim. If I play the game before it, which is even less refined, I'm going to be like,
yeah, but fundamentally, there was a lot wrong with Skyrim compared to Oblivion. So basically, they made Skyrim 4 times the size, but cut it down to real bare bones basics. They made it a dungeon crawler, open world RPG for idiots, basically. No offense to anyone that's never played it.
That's why I like it. Then.
There you go. Oblivion's a bit more refined. There's a lot more RPG element in there. Different commands, different styles of doing things, different paths. Skyrim is just straightforward. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's worth a go, because the RPG element is a lot better than it is in Skyrim, if that makes sense. There's more role playing in Oblivion.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'll give it a go one day.
You should.
I mean, I'm only 14 years late on the Skyrim train. So.
Skyrim doesn't get old, though. It's just there, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm playing. I'm like, this game is clunky as fuck.
Yeah, they're all clunky.
Yeah. Yeah. But have you been playing anything other than Oblivion?
No. No, I haven't.
No?
I was going to
Okay,
play Resident
well-
Evil remake on the Switch. Because it's my yearly playthrough time. I was going to play as Jill. No, Chris this time. And his stupid fucking knife he carries around with him.
Oh man,
Mm.
I've been playing so many games. It's not even funny. So I've been playing. I finished Resident Evil 4 Remake. Absolutely loved it. I prefer the original in terms of nostalgia, I think, because the way Remake plays makes me never want to play the original again. And I play through the original like
Yeah.
on a yearly basis as one of my top 10 games. But the remake, it's not as good. There's story beats and things that I just don't like the way they've done in the remake. But I love the gameplay of the remake so much. It makes so much of a difference having that freedom to be able to walk and shoot. You know?
Yeah, without the stop, start, pull out. How was the knife action on the
Yeah.
remake?
Yeah. It's good. It is good. Yeah.
Right.
It is much better. But you have breakable knife. So
Yeah,
you can't just keep using it. So which is
it
disappointing.
is really. Good.
But I love it. It looks amazing as well because I'm playing it on the Pro, right?
Mm.
Well, I played it on the Pro, just finished it, and it just looks stunning.
Yeah.
It looks so good. And yeah, it's brilliant. So I've been playing that, and to keep the downbeat mood of things, I've been playing Clair Expedition 33.
Is that French game?
Clair Obscure Expedition. That's the French JRPG or FRPG, but it's very much like Final Fantasy. Or do you remember Shadow Hearts on the PS2?
Yeah,
Like the
I
first
remember that.
one.
I've still got it. Yeah. Mm.
It has that same sort of dark tone to it, but with the turn-based gameplay of like Final Fantasy. But it has like a really cool parry system and dodge system in it as well. Which they've just released an update for, which has given you a little bit more of a window for your timed dodges and parries, which is really good, and it really does help actually because sometimes you just a little bit off with it, but this makes it a little bit better, and yeah, it's fantastic. The score is brilliant. Like the music is so good, but it's such a downer because it's such a depressing premise. So the premise of the game, this isn't a spoiler. You're called Expedition 33. So what happened is there was this witch. She came along and she started killing off everyone who was a certain age every year. I'm guessing they started at like 99, and they've been working their way because they say it's about 60 years, right? That it's been happening. And she starts killing off everyone who's that age. But after a while, humans started thinking, right, we need to kill her to stop this.
Yeah.
So every year, the year that's going to die, they go off on an expedition to try and to kill this witch. And obviously now we're at the age of 33. And people are referred to as old at this point, which I guess they are in that game world because they're now like the eldest people left alive. But 33 is not old. But one of the voice actors is Charlie Cox from Daredevil, Boardwalk Empire and stuff. He's like the main character, Gustav, who looks exactly like Robert Pattinson. And you've also, so it's really good voice acting. Andy Serkis is in it as well. Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. Like I say, the combat's incredible. There's a world map as well in the game that you run around to get to the next areas and things. And you have a base camp and stuff like that, which like the tent on Final Fantasy and things. Yeah, I can't speak highly enough of this game. It is hands down one of like the best turn-based RPG released in 20 odd years.
Oh, cool. I mean, I won't lie.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Took no interest into it after the name because it's so long. But
Yeah. It is a weird name, but it does make sense when you play it, and then the story brings up the why. Obviously, the Expedition 33 thing, but the Clair Obscure stuff comes in a bit later in the game. I won't spoil that.
No.
But yeah, that's another game I'm playing. I absolutely adore that game so much.
Okay.
It's on Game Pass, so So
yeah, no, it is. I
it
just
is
haven't.
worth a go.
Maybe I'll venture in to the world of French playing games.
But considering it's on Game Pass for both PC and Xbox, it's sold incredibly well. Probably just off of PlayStation by this point.
Cool.
Because I mean, if you got Game Pass, you're not going to be buying it, right?
Hmm.
Unless you really like
Yeah.
it, and then you're like, I'll buy it. But it's sold. I think like over 2 million copies, which is phenomenal for an indie RPG.
Yeah, that's
like
quite big numbers, really. Considering it is on Game Pass as well, so
yeah.
brilliant.
But it has. I mean, it's reviewed really well, and I think the desire is there though for that sort of game in that space, in that big, high definition, turn-based RPG. I mean, we've seen it with Baldur's Gate 3 as well. That was massive. Another turn-based RPG, which again, absolutely amazing game. Love that as well. But yeah, it's so good. Absolutely love it. Other games I've been playing, I see, have been Ridge Racer on Arcade Archives 2. I picked that up on PS5.
What, the original arcade Ridge Racer?
The original arcade Ridge Racer. My God, it's so
Yeah,
good to be back.
mental.
It's so weird to play it in 60 frames as well, considering on PlayStation it was at 30, and I only played in the arcades a few times on it. I played more Rave Racer in the arcades than I did Ridge Racer.
First time I played Ridge Racer was at
So I'm hoping
Trocadero in London on the big setup.
Yeah, that's where I first played
it.
it.
The first time I ever see it, heard of it. Yeah, absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I played that, and then I went and played Daytona after that. Love both of them. So yeah, I mean, it's so good. It's so good, and I love the drifting mechanic in the original Ridge Racer and Revolution, and even Rave Racer in the arcade, or Ridge Racer Type 4. They've all got this fantastic drift, which is skill based. Not like when Burnout introduced the drift, it became something that anyone could pull off a drift. But you've got to be really good at Ridge Racer to pull off drifts, and it's so cool because the corner after the beach.
Yes.
And you've got that really steep corner, and you've got the mountainside on the side of it as well. And I remember when I was a kid, like the first time, not a kid, I was like 16 when I first played it. The first time that I managed to pull off a drift around that corner, I felt like the coolest person alive.
Do you think Ridge Racer on the PS1 is one of the coolest things I think I'd ever seen in gaming? It absolutely blew me away.
Yeah, it was for me right after that double whammy of Ridge Racer and Wipeout.
Oh yes, 100%.
Was just like, holy crap! Gaming is amazing.
Blew my mind. Before that, it was
We'll get to that because we've got we've got a big PlayStation episode this year in September, so we'll go more onto that then. But yeah, if you haven't played the arcade game before and you liked playing it in third person, prepare for disappointment because the arcade version did not have a third person camera. It's literally first person only, and that is the only way I play racing games other than Wipeout to this day. And Outrun as well. Outrun is outside the car. I can't do that inside the car. But yeah, so that's another game I've been playing. I started Onimusha 2 Remastered on Switch. As I love Onimusha so much.
So even exists.
Such a great series.
Even existed. So
yeah, it came out last week.
Wow.
I think last week or the week before. It came out in the last 2 weeks anyway. And yeah, I bought it on Switch because I can play that in bed. And I don't really need to play that on the big screen. Do you know what I mean? It's a PS2 game. I don't want to see that blown up on in 4K. But yeah, it's so good to be playing that again. That's probably my favorite of that original PS2. Samurai's Destiny, I think it's subtitled Onimusha 2 Samurai's Destiny. But yeah, that for me was
Samurai's Journey, Destiny.
Something like that. Yeah, it's that to me was my favorite of those 3 games, and I'm really happy to be playing it again. Cannot wait for the new Onimusha next year. Oh, I'm so excited about that. It's not even funny. And the last game I've been playing is CODBLOPS 6, which is like the least Chris game that you could imagine.
Say that again.
But Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
I thought you said something else. Sorry, no problem.
No. CODBLOPS is
I thought you said
boils down to.
block.
Yep.
It's fine. It's fine. I heard it wrong.
No.
Lauren.
No, I don't need to play that. I am permanently cop blocked. And yeah, that game. So the last time I played Call of Duty was the Modern Warfare reboot back in 2018 or something, 2019. Really enjoyed that, but then the games that came after it, I just couldn't be bothered with. I think I was done with that style of game. But I saw that Call of Duty Black Ops 6 was on sale 40% off. So I grabbed it. Obviously, if you've got Game Pass, you can just download it. You don't have to be like me and have to pay for games.
They're all on there. So
yeah. But it's by Raven Software, right? So Treyarch do the multiplayer of Black Ops, and Raven Software, like one of my favorite developers of all time. I love Raven so much. They've done the single player campaign, and I don't play multiplayer on Call of Duty. I haven't done since Modern Warfare. The Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare back in 2007, 2008 was when I finished playing that in multiplayer. And I never went back to the multiplayer, even though I really loved it. Anyway, by the way, Black Ops 6 is phenomenal, like as a single player campaign. So it's got like base building, so you recruit people. So there's a bit of Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain in there. So you don't get them on the battlefield and like drag them in and stuff, but you get people as you do the missions. You recruit people to your organization as your rogue CIA operatives who are out to uncover a mysterious plot inside the CIA. This is set in 1991 as well, so it should be right up your street, Danny. 90s game.
Yes.
And so, but there's stealth in this as well. That you don't have to do it. It's an optional thing. So the game is set up so you can go in all guns blazing, or you can just go, right, you know what? I'm going to stealth my way through this, and that way, it's brilliant. Like, it is genuinely a brilliant game. I
never expected you to be talking about Call of Duty, to be fair. Yeah. I gave up.
I didn't think I would.
Gave up.
I didn't think I would either, but I love it so much. And I didn't know it was Raven did the single player until I know about 4 missions in, and then I thought I'll just have a quick look, see, because I was like, this game feels so much more different to anything Treyarch have ever made. And then I looked it up and I was like, oh my god, it's Raven. Raven is so good at doing these sorts of campaigns. So,
anybody does know who
Raven
game is. They did Soldier of Fortune and Hexen, Heretic, and all that stuff way back.
And they also they did the Jedi Knight games, not the original Jedi Knight, but they did Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Knight 3. They also made Singularity on the 360 PS3 PC, which is an absolute lost gem of that generation. Paul Derbyshire. He absolutely Derbyshire. He loves Singularity as well. So I did put him onto CODBLOPS 6 today. I was like, you have to play this. It's so good. But yeah, I won't ever touch the multiplayer of that. So I am way too old to be getting my ass kicked on that game. So yeah, I'm just enjoying the single player. I think the single player is absolutely magnificent. And yeah, I'm looking forward to playing more of that. So that's what I've been playing, Danny.
Excellent.
Okay, so let's take a quick break and then we'll come back and we'll talk about what happened over Summer Game Fest.
Hi, Rick Mail here. I don't know if you're like me, immensely rich, talented, handsome. Isn't it a bore? Well, I found the answer. Zelda Link's Awakening from Nintendo. You play a medieval elf named Link.
You travel through many worlds, meeting endless characters on your eternal adventures.
So hey, next time you're Rick Mail, why not try Zelda Link's Awakening? I think you'll like it. Ciao.
Zelda, an involving and inexhaustible Nintendo.
Hello, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your little break. We did. We went to the toilet together. It was lovely. And now we're back talking to you guys. So last week, a few things happened. So we had the Sony PlayStation State of Play, which was followed by Summer Game Fest, the Jeff Keighley run thing, and we had the Xbox Showcase as well, and there was another event as well, which I've forgotten. But we'll talk about those three because I've forgotten the other one. Sorry, people listening. But there was some bangers. So let's start with State of Play. State of Play, then. Did you get to see that?
No, I was on holiday. I didn't see it.
Oh yeah, you were
Yeah,
away, weren't
yeah.
you?
See, I watched Xbox Showcase, but not State of Play. I kind of know what it involves, but didn't actually see it.
So I'll go through some of the things that were announced then. So Astrobot got some DLC announced. I'm looking forward to that. That launches later this year. I'm really looking forward to playing more Astrobot. There was a new Bloodstained, you know, the series that's from the creator of, well, not the creator, but the guy who was behind Castlevania all those years. And that's called Bloodstained: The Scarlet Engagement. Again, it's a 2.5D scrolling Metroidvania. And this time we've got two dual heroes. I think Miriam's gone. I think that was the name of the protagonist from Bloodstained. I enjoyed that very much, Bloodstained, so I'm looking forward to that one. There was this cool like survival climber game called Cairn or Cairn, Cairn. And as someone who really liked Jusant from a couple of years ago, which is another game where you're climbing up a mountain, very much looking forward to that. We got a release date for Everybody's Golf Hot Shots, the new Everybody's Golf game, which is September the 5th. Again, going to be there day one. Love those games. Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles, which is the second best game with tactics in the title. What's the best one, Daniel?
Tactics.
Let's say Fallout Tactics. Tactics Ogre, Let Us Cling Together is the best one. So yeah, looking forward to that one as well. We got this really cool looking origami inspired 3D action platformer called Hiragami.
Oh, that looks good there. I did see that. That looks really good, I have to say. Yeah.
That looks really cool. That's right up my street. And we got to see the first footage of 007 First Light from IO.
Do not fancy that at all.
Do you know? I thought it looked so cool. Oh man, I'm so excited about that. I was dreaming about it as I went to sleep that
just
night.
play James Bond Jr. on the SNES, everyone. There you go.
Oh man, I'm well up for this. The biggest game that was announced in the last week for me was Lumines Arise, though, from Enhanced Games. It's more block dropping puzzle games with banging soundtrack.
Stuff that would
there. Plus, it's
give me a seizure.
Plus, it's on VR too as well. So I am going to be playing that in VR. Enhanced games in VR are incredible. Like I say, Res Infinite in VR is my favorite video game of all time, hands down.
I
Like
don't know if you've ever
nothing comes
mentioned
close
that
to
before.
Res.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us about it?
I won't go into it, but it is the best game ever made, and for me, not in general, but that. So Lumines Arise, cannot wait for that. That's again, I remember when they first announced Tetris Effect with that really cool trailer, and then they do it again with Lumines Arise and just go, here's another cool trailer. And how do they cut the coolest trailers in gaming? That company.
You know, it's
just insane.
There is a lack of good trailers for games these days. Hype basically.
Sony announced that they're working with Arc System Works to make Marvel Tekken Fighting Souls, which is a gorgeous looking 2D fighter, 4-on-4 tag battles. That's coming to PlayStation and PC next year. They also announced a low lag wireless arcade stick as well that they've developed in house at PlayStation. I'm looking forward to seeing that. So, oh mate, I'm a massive fighting game fan. So I'll be playing Virtua Fighter. I'll be playing Marvel Tekken. I'll be playing Marvel vs. Capcom. I'll be playing Tekken 8, Street Fighter 6. Going to be all over that.
Fair point.
Going to be all over that. So because I'll play it wirelessly when I'm in the lounge, and then when I'll play wired, but that's compatible with PC and PlayStation. So yeah, really excited for that pad as well. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection spelt with a K, is coming as well. Neo
using the wrong games in that collection. I've read.
Are
yeah,
they?
Yeah.
Oh,
So Mortal Kombat
I
3
haven't read
console
that.
version are using the SNES version, Super Nintendo version.
Oh,
Why would anyone want to do that or play that?
don't
And the
know.
Mega Drive one exists. It's right there.
Team Ninja and PlayStation announced Neo 3 for PC and PS5. Neo's a sort of Souls-like game. I don't know if you've played them.
No, I've
Danny.
seen them. I've not played them. I've seen them.
They're good. They're really good. I really enjoyed the first and the second game. Didn't complete the second game, so I'd like to go back because there is a PS5 version of it. So I'd probably try and get a hold of that because I really like Neo. It's a really fast-paced combat because obviously it's Team Ninja.
Yeah.
And it makes the Souls-like experience more my cup of tea.
Better.
Yeah, it's really good, and it's really skill based as well. I really like that series. I'm really excited about Neo 3. This another really good looking game that's coming this year, Sword of the Sea, which is from people behind Journey and Abzu.
Yeah.
Have you played?
I played Journey
Yeah.
a couple of years ago. I can't remember it too fondly. I won't lie.
Those Absu and Journey are two games I absolutely love. Very tranquil games, and Sword of the Sea, that's coming in August. There's a trailer finally with some gameplay for Pragmata, which was announced I think in 2021, and then just went into hiding from Capcom.
Disappeared, didn't it?
Yeah, it just disappeared. That looks really cool as well.
Good, though. It does look good.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Romeo is a Dead Man from Suda, which looks like a cool another one of his action games, very No More Heroes-esque.
Yeah.
So that should be cool. We got a trailer for Silent Hill F. I don't like Silent Hill, so
I love Silent Hill. I am looking forward to that, I won't lie.
Another game I'm really looking forward to was Thief VR, Legacy of Shadow. I thought Thief was dead. That series was done. I love the Thief series on PC. Back in the day, I did get the one that came out early in the last generation. I didn't enjoy it that much, but this one VR, I'm there. Can't wait. And the other last sort of things that were announced at the PlayStation State of Play were PS Plus related. So the PS2 version of Deus Ex joins the game catalog, along with Twisted Metal 3, Twisted Metal 4, and then Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 also coming as part of the classics range on there. So overall, I was pretty impressed with those games.
Yeah.
I thought they were some really good stuff there. What did you think, Dan? You didn't watch it, did you?
No, I've been listening to you, so yeah, I'm interested in the Resident Evil classics. Actually, did they say what system? Is it the PS2 ones they're bringing over?
Yeah, the PS2, but the US version.
Right. Okay.
So it should be the DualShock version of Resident Evil 2.
Okay.
So that'll be cool. Then on Summer Game Fest, they showed off Mortal Shell 2, which looks like should be something you should be into. Dark fantasy action sort of game.
I will have a look.
Death Stranding 2 was shown again. I've tried Death Stranding and I didn't like it. It was too boring for me.
Just someone cutting grass.
Apparently,
I don't know. It's just.
Apparently, I was told by someone that my opinion is very wrong, but it wasn't for me. We got a new trailer for Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, which was really cool.
Looks good.
There was Code Vein 2. I guess that's a sequel to a game called Code Vein that I've not played or heard of. There was Mouse PI for Hire, which looks really cool.
I'm absolutely buzzing about this one. I have been since it was announced.
Yeah,
I can't
really
wait for that.
to that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Well, I didn't realise it was coming to Switch.
I can't.
So
when they say things are coming to Switch,
but I'm really looking forward to that.
I'm just kind of all right.
Yeah,
I'm like, but
I'm looking forward to that one. Atomic Heart 2 was announced. I didn't realise it did that well to get another
same studio. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's really strange. That
we got Yeah. Onimusha Wear the Sword got a gameplay trailer,
Yeah.
which looked incredible. I mean, well, we've already touched on Onimusha and my love of that. One of the games I really like the look of was Felt That Boxing, which is like the Muppets boxing. Well, the Muppets crossed with Punch Out.
Yeah, I didn't see that one. I'll have a look.
Yeah, check it out. It looks so cool.
Who's that by?
But that's coming. It hasn't got a release date actually, but yeah, that looks really cool. There was Dune Awakening gameplay thing, which is an MMO survival game. Not interested. There's another MMO, Chrono Odyssey. Trying to think of something that was actually that I want to play. Lego Voyagers. Now that's from the team that made Lego Builders Journey. Have you played that?
No, I haven't. No, but I do know of it. I do know.
It's really good. I've been playing that on Apple Arcade, and I think it's a phenomenal game. So I'm really looking forward to Lego Voyagers because that's a new game from them that releases soon apparently on all platforms. There's a new trailer for Mafia: The Old Country. Again, can't wait for that.
Same here. Can't wait for that. That's going to be good.
Out of Words looks cool, which is like a stop motion co-op platformer. That looked cool. Then there's a Lies of Pete Overture DLC, which Shadow dropped and came out there and then. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I'm just trying to find stuff that's actually worth talking about. There's a Deadpool VR game that's coming to the Meta platform.
What's that all about?
Not PlayStation VR, so don't know. That could be all right. There's that mixtape from the developer of The Artful Escape. The Artful Escape was really, really cool. Did you play that one? It's about a guy who's wants to like learn guitar and stuff, and then ends up like in a going into space and stuff. It's really cool.
No, not played that one. Not played that one.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm so glad you caught up on all this because I am
EX.
completely lost because I never see any of this. So this is literally news to me.
Thingamabob's coming back out. Scott Pilgrim is getting a re-release again.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh no, it's a brand new one.
It's a new game.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else that was worth talking about. I think that's pretty much it for me on Summer Game Fest, unless there's anything that you like the look of.
No.
Oh no, there was one more, wasn't there? There was the Resident Evil Requiem or Resident Evil 9 premiere.
Yes.
Which looks great with Grace Ashcroft. And it looks like it's back in Raccoon City, which is really cool.
I cannot wait for this. It's back in Raccoon City. It looks like it's all been smashed to crap. The graphics looks insane.
Yeah.
We don't know who that is walking down the corridor. It's going to be absolutely brilliant.
I'm going to get Leon's in it because he's due a new game, surely.
It's Barry Burton. It has to be.
You love Barry.
We're going to have Suspended Doll on from X because she knows the Resident Evil stuff. She's going to talk about RE9. Hopefully in the next episode. She's good at that. She knows everything about that. And I'm sure she's got loads to say about it. So I'm looking forward to that game. It's going to be brilliant.
Yeah, it should be. So that was Summer Game Fest, really. I don't see much.
There was another
else really worth talking
about.
There
was an Xbox One this week. Did you watch that?
Yes, I'm going to go to that one as well, which was really good. In fact, I thought there was some really good stuff. I saw a lot of negativity online, but there were some things on there I was interested in. So we got the DLC for Indiana Jones.
Yep, the Circle of Giants thing. Or Giant, whatever.
Which is Order of the Giants.
That's it.
Which comes out September. So I'm really excited about getting back to Indiana Jones. There was Black Ops 7, which at the time I was not interested in.
I'm now
But
interested
now I
in it.
know Raven are doing the campaign. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll buy that one. I'll be there day one. We got Grounded 2. I really enjoyed Grounded when I played that on Game Pass a couple of years back. Thought it was quite a fun game. We got some more Ninja Gaiden 4 stuff, which looks really cool. Another look at Clockwork Revolution, which I think
Is probably
was the game of the Xbox show.
I think that was one of my highlights. Was that looks absolutely insane. Being a fan of that kind of thing
in a Bioshock way.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
It looks brilliant. And I like I say, I love Bioshock. And that just is right up my alley. Cannot wait for that. Cannot wait for that.
There was also Stealth Shadow Drop Final Fantasy 16 on Xbox, which is my favourite Final Fantasy game after Final Fantasy 12.
I can
So enjoy that one, people.
I could play it, but I could leave it at the same time. I'm not. Yeah.
It's good. It's really good. It's not Final Fantasy though, but it's really good. It's very much like a Devil May Cry style game. It's really good though. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade is coming later this year to Xbox and Switch 2. So again, pretty cool. There was the Persona 4 revival, so the Persona 4 remake. That's very popular for a lot of people. Super Meat Boy 3D, that looked really cool. Taking Super Meat Boy, which I've wondered what happened to that series after the first game was so good. I was like, come on, they've got to do more.
Yeah.
Now they are.
There you go.
One of the big ones that was Game Freak's Beast of Reincarnation.
Glad you mentioned this because I didn't know Game Freak could make something that looked that good. And also, it looks better than good. It looks absolutely insane. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I am too. Yeah,
it's going to be on PS5 and PC as well. February, March, maybe.
Yeah, it looks great. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. But I guess the bigger thing that was announced was the ROG Xbox Alley and the ROX Xbox Alley X handhelds.
Yeah, I've been literally refreshing everything I can just to find out where I can pre-order this.
So this won't play your Xbox games.
I know.
Yeah, so just because I was thinking, oh my god, if I can play my Xbox games on the go, hell yeah! If I've got so many Xbox 360 games, I'd love to be playing on a handheld. And no, but it's just PC games for now. So it's which means you can even play games like Spider-Man 2, God of War Ragnarok, The Last of Us Part 2. All of these games can be played on it.
Yeah,
quite cool.
This is what I'm looking for.
So yeah, if they can get the software support and emulation in there to do Xbox 360, Xbox One games that aren't on PC, then I will get one of those.
They are going to, aren't they? They're going to.
They have
a system
to,
seller. If you do that, it's a system seller. I don't care what they say. Look, I just want to play Fallout on it.
What I found really bizarre was them showing Gears of War Reload. Was it or Reloaded? Reloaded. And they showed it running on PlayStation 5 Pro.
Yeah, very strange.
On their event.
Yeah.
Which is like, I've never ever thought I'd see that on an Xbox reveal, on an Xbox show. But they are a publisher more than they are hardware. You know, they do still release hardware and they will be releasing hardware. But I think what the ROG Alley shows is that it's going to, I think the next Xbox will probably be that PC storefront.
So, definitely.
And I don't think it'll be a proprietary, this is an Xbox thing. You know, this will be a PC in a box, basically. With a different UI to what you have on your Windows machine, which is fine. And that's all well and good. But I think they have realized that after trying to beat PlayStation for the last 20 years and not being able to do it, even when they were winning against PlayStation, there's just no point trying to chase that anymore. Not when they can sell their games.
Let's face it, I was a PlayStation loon, basically, until the 360 came out. I got the PS3 as well. Didn't play it as much as the 360. Actually, nowhere near. It kind of collected dust unless I wanted to play kind of God of War or Wipeout. That was it. The 360 was it for me. That was I don't think that era for me would ever be top. To be fair with you, it's insane for me. That's just my personal view.
Yeah. Well, I liked both the systems a
Yeah.
lot. I really did love both of those. I thought that the two systems had such different libraries.
Yeah.
Despite having so many multi-platform games, the two libraries that when they had their exclusives were so
They
different.
were split down the middle
that
completely.
genuinely you had to
Yeah.
genuinely you needed to have both if you wanted to play the
You
best
did.
games. And
Yeah,
I loved playing on both those systems. We will be doing an Xbox 360 pod in December this
and
year.
I will be
as it
talking
hits
a
20
lot
years.
on that because I own
Yeah,
7
me
of them.
too. I had 6 die on me, so, which is ridiculous,
It
isn't it?
is.
Yeah. We'll get to that when we get to that.
Oh, sorry.
But
Outer
yes,
Worlds
so
2 as well was announced.
yes, I was about to say
Yep.
that was well, not announced. It's already been announced, but it was shown
Shown.
off with it. They had an extended look at it afterwards,
They
didn't
did,
they?
yeah.
So
It's good.
which looks cool.
Mhm.
Looks very good. The price point is eye-watering for those not with Game Pass.
Yeah.
But yeah, that seems to be where they're going with that sort of price now. So yeah, thanks.
But it is what it is.
But yes.
It's just Netflix for games, and people need to get over it sometimes and just.
Yeah.
People have their own choices. They want to have Game Pass. They don't want to have Game Pass. They want to have an Xbox. They want to have a PlayStation. Just sometimes I see the discourse and stuff on Twitter and whatever. I just think people just get along and play what you want to play and just celebrate that. At the moment, there are these many options. Kind of just be happy, choose what you want to do, and get on with it. Really.
Yeah.
That's it.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Outer Worlds. I really enjoyed the first Outer Worlds, but I played it a lot on Xbox and Game Pass. I stupidly bought the Switch version when it was on sale. So I was like, oh, I want this.
Shit, it looks like someone's got
But it made me
Vaseline in your
sick.
eyes. It's awful.
It gave me motion sickness with its really bad frame rate. And I'm not sensitive to frame rate.
No, I'm not either. But it was awful.
But this made me so ill. I wrote an email to Nintendo saying, can I have a refund? Because I can't play this game. And they did give me the money back, which is fair. Because I was like, I can't play this game anymore. It's like, you don't need to move the money back to my bank. Just put it on my account, like on my Nintendo account. I'll buy something else.
I missed the boat on that because I played it for about 2 weeks straight. Straight, but dipping in and out. But yeah, it's awful. It looks terrible. There was no point in doing it. This is what I was trying to say earlier. When I hear something's coming to the Nintendo Switch, I'm always a bit like, really? What is the point? You're shooting yourself in the foot, basically. It's awful.
Well, there's a massive install base, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So that was the Xbox one.
Yep.
Really good. I thought it was good. There's some good stuff.
Brilliant.
Some really good stuff there. And yes, loads to be excited for, especially with them as a publisher. I think anyone with a gaming system can enjoy the stuff that they're publishing, which is awesome. So we'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back and we will talk about E3.
Hi, I'm Nigel Mansell, and I'm not the type of guy who buys his family presents that he really wants for himself. That's why I bought my wife Nigel Mansell's World Championship game from Nintendo. You have to choose the right tyres, pit stop, and race against the best drivers in the world. It's just like the real thing, and my wife loves it. Right, darling?
Hi, it's very realistic, Nigel.
My little girls love it too. Right, twins?
Completely true.
Hey, even my dog loves it. Right, Fang? Woof. So, there you have it. I think it's a wonderful game, and if your family's anything like mine, they'll love it too. Right, girls?
Right.
Nigel Mansell, intentionally goes to Nintendo.
Hello, welcome back. We are going to talk about E3 past. So E3, for those who lived under a rock, was the Electronic Gaming Expo, wasn't it? Which came out. The Electronic Gaming
Electronic
Expo,
Entertainment Expo. There you go.
Entertainment
There you
Expo. That was it. 3 E's. There we go. And yeah, that was usually held. It was always held in LA. Well, no, it wasn't. Was it? Because the first one was held
first
in
one
LA.
was.
Was it?
Yeah, another one in
I thought there
1998 was
one in
held
Las
in
Vegas.
Atlanta.
Wasn't there one in Atlanta?
Yeah, because they messed up the paperwork. Or
yeah.
So it goes.
This is a massive thing, right? To begin with, it would be at the start, it wasn't really something that us gamers paid that much attention to, other than reading up on it in magazines after the fact. But as time went on, there was like these massive presentations by the publishers and the platform holders,
Huge.
and they would be considered to be things like the Super Bowl for games. Really, and people would be like, "Oh yeah, Xbox definitely won E3 this year." Like it's a competition, like who would win this thing, which was ridiculous.
No, when you hear this saying that things break the internet, or you're going to break the internet by saying this or announcing that, I've not seen that kind of impact since E3 ended. Really, it literally did break the internet. It's as soon as E3 finished or something was announced, you'd go online on Twitter or whatever, and it would just be in your face, and everyone would be screaming at each other. This game wins. I cannot wait for that. Sadly, it doesn't exist anymore, so you don't get that. But times move on.
No.
Times move on.
Yeah. Yeah. So what I really want to do is then talk about some of our favorite E3 moments, or the actual years of E3. You know, whether any standout or surprises that happened that you remember. So I'll start with you, Danny. Where do you want to go?
1998, probably the first one I watched footage from on the internet. Actually, it was massive. I mean, the Dreamcast for one. Sega showed off the Dreamcast. I mean, that was mind blowing. This is 1998. Sega were talking about the Sega Dreamcast. No one had ever seen anything like this. It was just incredible. Bearing in mind, it was what, 2. It was. Am I right? 2. Yeah. Yeah, which is
Yeah, PS2 was 2000.
Yeah, so I mean, it was absolutely huge. I mean, I flipped out as soon as I heard this thing was coming out. It's just a big deal. Sega were kind of in that era of what the hell are we doing? Probably upset a few people now, but the Saturn itself, I mean, did it fail? Europe, America, probably, yeah. I mean, it was absolutely awful, wasn't it? When it came up against PlayStation, if you think about it, it was terrible. You'd go in the shop and see one Sega Saturn game. It'd always be Daytona or the Athletic Kings, whatever it is. Then the shelf next to it, you'd see like 55 PS1 games, all different. It could not compete. Sega couldn't compete. So everyone was a bit sceptical when they released the Dreamcast, but they just threw absolutely everything into that beast, didn't they? And it was just so ahead of its time. Yeah. Other things that were announced here as well was Zelda, N64 Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Now, I could talk for days about that game, but I'm not going to. Was it the reason I bought an N64? Probably. I only bought an N64 because I played GoldenEye around a friend's house, and I thought, this is insane. I need to go and buy this. And I did. I bought an N64. I bought GoldenEye and Mario 64, and I waited a year, and I got Zelda. That was about the extent of my...
That's what you did with the N64. Like, that's all you could do with the N64 was just buy a game, wait another 6 months.
That's what it was.
Then
It's ridiculous. I mean, by the time you'd bought the N64 and all of its adapters and whatever, you've run out of money anyway.
Yeah.
One N64 game, for example, in 1998, 1999 was 60, 65 quid if it was first party, etc. You walk into Walrus and pick up 4 PS1 games for that. 2 of them probably being new within in the past 6 months. You couldn't do that in N64. So yeah, enough of the N64 before I upset people talking about that as well. Game Boy Color was also shown off. That was cool. Metal Gear Solid. What else? Tomb Raider 3, I think, was at E3 98. Pokemon. And what the hell was that all about?
Yeah, because that came that year to America, didn't it?
Pocket Monster as they initially announced it. But, yeah, Pokemon. So yeah.
Yeah, my local import game shop had that, and it was so popular. even as an import. You know?
Oh god, yeah. Everyone. It was a phenomenon, wasn't it? It was just like the Tamagotchi thing, but you plugged it into your Game Boy this time, and it was kind of a bit more. Yeah, memories. I mean, it's a long time ago now. Anyone younger listening, you probably thinking, what is E3 stuff all about? But it was basically the Oscars for gaming. I don't know how to explain it. It was just every time something was going to be announced, it was huge. People screaming, cheering, clapping, dancers on stage, massive over the top. I don't know. It was just massive, huge. We don't get it anymore. I think there probably were better events in 1998, much bigger events in 1998, which you will probably go into. But for me, it was just, I don't know. For me, it was just a high. I mean, I loved the 90s, and 1998 was probably one of my best years in the 90s. I loved the Dreamcast. I loved my N64 with the 3 games that I owned on it, and I loved Pokemon. It was massive. And Tomb Raider 3, which of course is the best Tomb Raider on PS1. Can you think of anything else that was announced in 98?
I'm just going to say that no. Tomb Raider, the original Tomb Raider, is still the best Tomb Raider.
Whatever, or on the PS1?
On the PS1.
They just went a bit over the top with number 2 and number 3.
Because it's just more pure.
Yeah, no, I get it, yeah.
Yeah, they went a bit too much, yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
But it was quite hard, though.
It's ridiculous.
The original.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, but I did love it. Anyway, sorry, I cut you off there.
No, it's fine. I can't really remember, and looking into it, anything else that I could mention from E3 98 that really stood out for me. I think they did some stuff on the Saturn, but Biden area was dead. I think they had a stall for Burning Rangers, House of the Dead, and they had a stall for that. Panzer Dragon. So I got had a big stall for that.
That would have been Saga, though, wouldn't it? Because Panzer Dragoon Saga.
That's it. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Darkstalkers 3. It was kind of dead by then anyway, especially in Europe.
It was dead by 96 outside of Japan.
It's mad though, because I mean I used to collect Japanese Saturn games and consoles, and I had about 150 of them.
We're going to do a Saturn episode in July.
That'd be nice to do. Yeah, that'd be good.
Well, that's next month. Oh my goodness.
Oh, crap.
That's soon. Yeah.
But yeah, the big thing from that E3 for me was probably the Dreamcast, which I took me a year to save up for. Yeah, I absolutely loved it. Yeah. Memories, eh?
Yeah.
It's emotional. It does get emotional. Thinking back that far. It does.
Mine are going to be much more recent.
They will be.
So I'll start with the furthest. Yeah. The furthest away for me would be the E3 2007. So
weeks ago.
And this is funny for the other reason. This is funny, but not because of anything that's good. It's just funny because of how bad it was. Was Sony announcing the $599 price point for the PS3, and just thinking, you have just killed yourselves.
Yes.
Yeah, and especially after, because that same E3, Microsoft, announced Halo 3. Well, didn't announce it. They showed a Halo 3, because Halo 3 4 with so yeah, that was 2006. It was 2000. It was shown, really cool trailer, and then they also had, what else they announced for E3 2000. No, this is it. Yeah, 2006. This is what I'm talking about, isn't it? Yeah. So 2006 was Halo 3, and then you had Peter Moore showing GTA 4 on a tattoo, which is iconic. And yeah, you see that sort of stuff going on with Xbox, PlayStation. Like, yeah, you need to get a second job to buy one of these. Yeah. So it's kind of bad. but yeah, that for me was just a disaster of an E3 for PlayStation.
Fable was announced in
And,
2063, wasn't it? I think. If I remember rightly.
Fable 2.
Fable 2. Okay. Yeah.
And Nintendo showed off the Wii for the first time at E3. Well, not the first time; they had showed it off previously, but this time they actually showed it off after it being changed from
People could
Revolution
use
to
it.
Wii.
Yes.
And I remember being hyped, like the Wii, thinking, "Okay, this could be cool."
No, I was like, "What is this about?" Honestly, I was
thinking this could be cool, and yeah, that to me was awesome, just to see something different as well. And just because Nintendo had to pivot, right? They had to, because they were dead in the console market. You know, they were handhelds, they were doing absolutely fine. Game Boy Advance had kept them alive. And yeah, I think they had to pivot to something that wasn't staying in the console arms race. And they've never got back to the console arms race. So they've been pivoting ever since, haven't they? So,
they revolutionised. Yeah, they changed it up every single time. That's what they do. Apart from
except this time, the Switch 2 is just the Switch, but better.
Yeah, no, it is. I think people are not disappointed. They're just surprised. I don't know why. It is nothing else they can do.
It's not a
There's
disappointment.
nothing else Nintendo can do. I mean, they weren't going to make a drum kit that you hit with sticks and holograms come up.
I don't know, mate. They made an alarm.
Oh, you know what I mean. They just do ridiculous things, didn't they? You're right. Yeah, they did. But they do ridiculous fucking things, didn't they? But
they also made the LA Conga as well back in the 80s. You know, the record player thing.
Yeah.
So, so they never say never with Nintendo. So yeah, that's 2006. I think 2007 was really cool as well. But on the Xbox stage, you had Final Fantasy 13 being revealed, which was previously a PlayStation 3 exclusive. I remember that happening and thinking, "Oh my god, like PlayStation is done. Like they've even lost Final Fantasy." And also on that same night, Hideo Kojima came out, tapped Don Matrick on the shoulder, and introduced Metal Gear Rising before it became Revengeance and changed developers to Platinum. And again, it was just like, oh my god, they got Hideo Kojima and Final Fantasy. And yeah, that was an insane E3 in 2007 for that reason alone. They also had the really cool. They started off the show with Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So the previous Call of Duty has all been World War II based. And this one.
Yeah, I loved Modern.
And this was the first being set
I loved it.
in the modern day. And yeah, it was just like watching this trailer where you saw the guys coming in a helicopter going off, which is the first mission of the game. But then doing the gameplay reveal straight away afterwards. Just like, holy crap, this is going to be incredible. And it was. Modern Warfare, absolutely fantastic.
It still is a playable game as well.
Yeah.
It's not so...
It is. It's
photorealistic like we thought it was when we see it, but it is still brilliant. It's still a brilliant game.
Yeah. So yeah, I was... Yeah, that E3 for me lives long in the memory for the Xbox conference. I think Nintendo's one was an absolute piece of shit that year, which was mostly for Wii Music and stuff like the Wii Fit and things like that.
Yeah, but that was huge. It was massive.
Yeah. It was huge, but it wasn't for me. You know, I think at that point I was like, this isn't for me anymore.
No.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought that.
So that's when I thought the Xbox, like the Xbox 360 2070, just this juggernaut I just didn't think could be stopped. I was like, this is it for PlayStation. They're going to have to just bail out of consoles because they're not going to fight back from this.
No.
I was wrong, but we'll get to that when we talk about the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. So PlayStation 3 obviously will be next year, and then Xbox is this year. And yeah, another one which was a bit more recent was the 2012 E3 at PlayStation's PS4 one, where they announced the price. They were $100 cheaper than the Xbox One. Which again was like met with rapturous applause. Xbox had already muddied the water the night before by saying that you had to always be online with the Xbox One, and that you couldn't share games because Nintendo now with the games share thing, which is actually like when you think about it, because the game share thing is actually really cool that they do now on the Nintendo Switch thing. Because I lent my daughter a copy of Minecraft for 2 weeks, which I thought was really cool because it just goes off and goes onto her console.
You know,
But that was something Microsoft were going to do with the Xbox One. It didn't like, but the messaging was so bad. And then PlayStation the following night came out and had a thing of how do you share a game on PlayStation 4? It had Shuhei Yoshida pass a game to each other.
Yeah.
And I was like, here you go. And I was like, well, that's it. Xbox is done.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
And to be honest, they have not recovered from
No, I mean,
to this day in the console market. They have not recovered. But then the next one that I really liked was 2015. Now, 2015 was Sony revealed that The Last Guardian was now on PlayStation 4 and was still alive. It looked so good. You had the big bird creature and stuff. And I ended up really loving that game. But seeing it for the first time and playable was such an emotional experience for me. I was so happy after all these years of waiting for a game from Team Eco. And then later on in that show, they announced it was a real thing, but it was going to be a Kickstarter countdown. And then Final Fantasy VII Remake was revealed for the first time. Again, I was just like, oh my God, this is like the best E3 for me. Which is great. And yeah, I think that for me pretty much is my E3. Well, no, actually, 2005 or 5 when Nintendo revealed Twilight Princess.
I still remember the
And
crowd reaction to
it was-
that. That was quite.
This is what I was going to
Yeah.
say. This is why I remember this and the memories is like there were people fainting, like Nintendo fans crying,
Yeah.
fainting at this reveal. I was just sitting at home thinking, that looks cool. I'm really glad that there's a new Zelda. Kind of missed the Toon Link thing because I thought that looked amazing. And yeah, I think that may have killed a few Nintendo fans. They may have given them massive heart palpitations for that.
Yeah, they
But yeah,
may have
that's another one that's really
overreacted in
good.
my opinion. But yeah, anyway.
Because I think that was also wasn't that the same E3 that they did Pac-Man Versus on stage as
I
well?
think that was the one. Yeah, if I remember the videos. Yeah.
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 Because that was a poor show.
I'll tell
for
you
Nintendo,
what
wasn't it?
E3 was.
And then that game didn't even come out properly, did
Hey.
it? It came with a copy of our Racing
That's
Evolution.
it. Yeah, it was like the game that you could just play in the menu or something, wasn't it? Yeah.
No, it was a disc.
Was it?
was
Oh,
a
I
disc
can't
that
remember.
came with it. Yeah.
I remember.
But it came with that game. I don't think you can buy it separately. I never saw it separately anyway.
Yeah.
Because I bought our Racing Evolution to play that. But yeah, so those are the E3s for me that I do remember the most fondly. I think the 90s ones for me are a bit too far away for me to remember exactly how I felt. And like I say, I wasn't really back into games until about 97. I'd taken a bit of a break because I just thought games weren't for me anymore. And it was sort of after, PlayStation and stuff I bought a Saturn, I liked it, but I just didn't use it very much because I was like, maybe I'm too old for this.
Kind of,
But yeah, PlayStation was the thing that got me back into gaming. And so for me, E3, I just read about it in the magazine afterwards. Watched anything of it until 2000, I think.
I made a kind of if you don't mind, a small list of what was at each E3 from 95 till about 2002. So, right. So just to grasp how big this stuff is. Yeah. So.
Yeah, go for it.
This is mainly Nintendo, by the way. Just Nintendo. This is how big Nintendo were and how sharply they fell. So 95 E3. So you're talking about the SNES era here. So getting the Virtual Boy, which was chaotic. They announced it and people started throwing up outside, etc. That E3 alone was Killer Instinct, Earthbound, and Project Reality, and you know what that is. So moving on a year, so 96 at E3 for Nintendo. They announced the N64, Super Mario 64, and Pilot Wings 64. Then the year later, GoldenEye, Banjo-Kazooie, and the first ever look at Zelda 64, which they called it at the time. 98, we've done Pokemon, Zelda, Conker. Then 1999, they announced the Project Dolphin, which was obviously GameCube, and Donkey Kong 64, Perfect Dark, which was, I kind of remember, a real massive big thing. I mean, everyone thought it was just GoldenEye 2. Turned out it was a bit different. But then they,
Just a little.
then you kind of just Nintendo after they just went through this period of like. So a year later, they spoke about the GameCube again, which was kind of weird. In 2002, GameCube, Wind Waker, Radio Sunshine. 2003, GameCube, Pac-Man versus whatever, Mario Kart Double Dash. I mean, that's quite a big game, right?
Yeah.
2004, GameCube. I mean, come on, what's going on here? That's you know. But the Nintendo DS came out, which kind of saved them.
Oh, I remember that E3, and I remember thinking, "What the fuck is that?"
It's so ugly. I still
Like,
think it's
looking
one
at
of the
it and
most
going,
ugliest
yeah,
things
'cause-
I've ever seen. It's crap.
Yeah, the original
Oh.
DS is an ugly machine, but the light is
Oh
beautiful.
no, it's amazing to play. Not so much ergonomically, but to
Yeah,
look
yeah,
at
yeah.
it's amazing.
But I remember seeing it and just thinking, "Oh my god, what the fuck are they? Are they going to lose the handheld market now as well?" Because the PlayStation, the PSP was just revealed,
Yeah, I know.
and yeah, oh man,
The only thing that saved him in 2004 was Twilight Princess. Really.
Hmm.
In 2005, they kind of come up with a Game Boy Micro, and everyone was like, "Jesus Christ, can this get any worse for them?" But then they dropped a bombshell with a Revolution thing, the Wii. It was only at 2006 when they kind of, this is what the Wii is. And I mean, you spoke about it. It didn't appeal to me when I first showed it, but I spent the best part of a decade at my parents' with a Wii under their TV and golf and, other things with my parents and brother and sister. And I've got to say, it got used. Metroid Prime, absolutely loved those games. Then,
yeah, Just Dance was the big Wii game in our household.
Then everything for 5 years was Nintendo Wii until the 3DS. Then 1 year later, the Wii U, which kind of killed them, really, for a couple of years. I won't lie. I think the point I'm trying to get, that's just Nintendo at E3. That's history, that is. And it's, if you look at the games that I've just spoken about and the systems, it's massive. Now you throw Sony and Microsoft into that. Thousands of people walking around at all these stalls and the colours and the smells. I've been to expos in this country. I've never been to E3, but I've been to some big ones in Europe and this country, and I absolutely love them. That kind of thing don't exist anymore. Everything is now, watch this short presentation, or, this is what we're going to be bringing out live via YouTube or whatever, their channel. It doesn't have the same feeling, I don't think. It doesn't look the same.
No, because I remember I would stay up late.
Yeah.
Book the Monday off work, because PlayStation's presentation was always was it Microsoft Sunday, because they'd go first, then PlayStation would be the Monday. So I'd have 2 days off work so I could watch the Microsoft presentation. No, I wouldn't need the Microsoft presentation because that was always on at a decent time.
Yeah.
So I'd book whatever day the Sony conference was on the day after that, because theirs was always at like midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning.
It was late.
And I would stay up and I'd have my snacks ready as well.
It was like staying up to watch the Royal Rumble, basically, or WrestleMania. Do you know what I mean?
It was the one time of the year where I would do that, and I would just be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this! It's amazing." Sometimes you'd go, "Oh my god, what the hell did I just see? That was terrible.
Yeah.
Why are they doing
like
that?"
The Wii. That was my reaction to the Wii. I thought, what the fuck is this, lads?
Yeah, so I was really optimistic about the Wii at first because I thought it would do more than what it could do.
Yeah.
With the remote.
Get me wrong, I was completely wrong about the Wii. I was wrong completely.
Yeah.
I think.
And yeah, I did think it was going to be massive though. As soon as I saw Wii Sports, I was like, this thing's going to be huge.
Yeah. No, it was. I mean, I loved the thing. Kind of going back to what we've been talking about, it was like you're saying, you stayed up, you watched it both nights. It was like a competition. It was like it was a battle. Who could outdo the other one between Microsoft and Sony?
And I can
Nintendo
understand
just
why
happened
they don't
to
want to do it
be
anymore.
there, like, kind of, if that makes sense. It's still huge, but they
Yeah.
weren't going to compete with what these two were doing.
They weren't willy waving with PlayStation and Xbox.
No, they weren't. No, they weren't. No, you're absolutely right. That is the correct phrase.
They were just doing their thing
Yeah.
as they always did.
Yeah.
Whereas Microsoft and Sony were just like, we're going to spend so much money.
Yeah, it's like,
And I can understand why they don't do it anymore, because it is
Yeah,
just
but now-
so
but
much
now
money
it's-
for something that you don't need to do.
it's boring. It's boring. I'm sorry, but
It is.
It's boring.
It is.
Every couple of months, you have like some guy pop up in a video, say hello, and start talking about games that are coming this summer. It's like, well, this is crap. This is just, it doesn't have the same feel. There's no excitement to it. There's no crowd. There's no cheering. It's just some random bloke on YouTube pointing at screens and saying, please watch our presentation and hope you enjoy it. It's just not, I don't know. It's not 90s or 2000s. It's got no oomph to it. I can't explain it. Maybe I'm going off on one, but you know.
No, it doesn't have the that effect
No,
of watching something live
Yeah.
and hearing the crowd as
gotcha.
well. Like hearing the being like, and the thing is, the great thing is when they announce something and no one's interested, and then they try to get them to cheer,
gotcha. That would
and
be
then people are like,
embarrassing.
"Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah." And then you'd always feel really bad. It was like when Kazurai goes, "Ridge Racer, remember Ridge Racer," and everyone
Like what?
like, yeah. You're like, oh, I felt so bad for the Kazurai.
He tried though.
Mate, he tried, bless him. I was there. I was like, yeah, Ridge Racer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody likes Ridge Racer, don't they? No. No, of course.
No,
of
that's why
course
it doesn't
they don't.
exist
Of
anymore.
course they don't.
Yeah, but no, I do get what you
Yeah.
mean with regards to the difference now, and it is different. But then everything's different, right? Everything, like, nothing is what it used to be.
I'm not singling anyone out. I'm not calling anyone boring or anything like that. I'm not calling current gamers, I don't know, dull. I'm just saying, back then, when you were sitting in a darkened room and the clips of Gears of War come on or something, or Gears of War 3, or I don't know, it was massive. I mean, seeing Halo for the first time, Halo 3, sorry, I mean, that was just like mind blowing. Now it just pops up on the screen. You can watch it anytime you want. You can pause it. Everyone talks about it on Twitter, but you've got no actual feeling behind it.
Yeah, and it was always cool waiting as well, because then they'd always be late for the presentation. And you were there going, "Oh my god, just start! I can't start my snacks and start. Hurry up!"
I mean,
I've got to save these snacks for 2 hours. Come on.
It was the last E3, 2017, wasn't it? I think. Am I right?
19 was the last E3.
So, what was the big announcement?
But PlayStation weren't there, were they?
No.
They didn't do no.
That killed it.
So yeah, I can't remember what happened at E3 2019. I remember Xbox and the next generation of Xbox.
Yeah.
But without a name. I remember that. And that was pretty much it from 2019. I don't remember much else. Oh, I remember because Sony did their thing, which was sort of separate. So they had some gameplay of The Last of Us Part 2 and Ghost of Tsushima there, but it wasn't actually at E3 itself. It was sort of like a side thing. But yeah, that was
in the car
pretty
park.
much all I remember really.
Was it in the car? Budget cuts.
No, they did.
It was
they
on the
tried to
Sony
do
bus.
like
The Sony
weird
bus.
Yeah, and that was the other thing as well, wasn't it? Because you'd always get like stories from people at parties afterwards.
Yeah.
And like you'd have like the Foo Fighters were paid to play at the PlayStation one, and then they got invited to the Nintendo one, and they just performed there for free.
Yeah. And like The Rock was just walking around giving out like golden Xboxes to people signed, just things like that. It's whether that's true or not, I don't know. But no, it's just I find it all a bit sterile now. Everything's digital. You can't physically touch anything or get the same feeling. But yeah, I am.
Yeah,
old.
I do wish that
old.
we could go back to how it was.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
But you know, it's never going back to how it was. Gaming's not going back to how it was. You know, we don't get the. This is the thing that I was saying to someone the other day is that I genuinely felt that from sort of 2007 until about 2019, Ubisoft and PlayStation were hands down the best publishers in gaming. Right? They did so many wild and different things. Not just they played it safe a lot as well by doing, you know, safe game.
Yeah.
But then you remember like Ubisoft did stuff like what's that World War One game? It's a side-scrolling one. It's beautiful.
Oh,
God, why can't I think of the name?
I know
of that?
what you're on about. I can't remember the name.
Yeah, I can't remember, but they did that sort of game. Child of Light as well, which is like a side-scrolling RPG.
I enjoyed that. It's very different.
Which is
Very
really
different.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were doing stuff like that, and then over on PlayStation, they were doing stuff like Journey, Flower. Oh God, what were the other ones? Little Big Planet stuff. You know, Dream, Tearaway. You know, they were doing all really creative things as well. And as well as doing the big triple A blockbusters, same as Ubisoft. Ubisoft are doing, and then these big blockbusters as well. And it was that to me was just like, oh my God, these are so good. These are the like I love everything these two companies are doing at this point. And now I'm like PlayStation, I barely give a shit about stuff they publish these days. I'm like, well, I'm looking forward to Ghost of Yotoi because I love Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
But you know, they're doing Death Stranding too. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. And Ubisoft, I didn't get Assassin's Creed Shadows because I don't like the RPG Assassin's Creeds. I like the proper Assassin's
I
Creed.
stopped at Valhalla and I hated that game.
Yeah.
I need to play Black
getting
Flag.
Valhalla,
I need to play the Black Flag game.
That's so good. I
need
love
to
that
play
game.
it. Yeah.
But yeah, this is the thing. I loved everything from like that sort of period, you know. And I think for me, and this is what people find strange about me, is because everyone thinks I really like retro games, and I do. I love retro games. But my favorite period in gaming is the 360, PS3, PS4, Xbox One era. Right. I know that's quite recent as well, but I have so much love for the games on those systems, and they don't really do the same games in sort of, you know, it's and it's not, I'm not just talking about the big games. They still do the big AAA games, but there's not the only small stuff you get now is the indie games, which is great, and I love indie, but you don't get the risk when big publishers do from doing these small games, which I find really sad. But yeah, because I mean, I just couldn't imagine PlayStation being able to publish something like Flower nowadays.
I don't think they would want to, because the hype wouldn't be behind it. People wouldn't necessarily want that, possibly.
But it was huge. Like that game was massive.
but
it sold so well. Now they wouldn't. Yeah, it's sad. I mean, it must have sold a good 2 million copies easy, like Flower, which is really good for a game that's small in scope.
I mean, I'm not a massive indie game fan. I mean, I'm not, but I loved Oxenfree, and I loved Oxenfree 2. Both equally.
Yeah.
And I have played those games now 5 times each. Probably.
Yeah, that's the other thing. PlayStation published Everybody's Gone to the Rapture.
And that was one of the best looking,
that was the Chinese
best looking games I've ever seen in my life. Oddly.
Yeah, and I love that game. I know it's just a walking simulator.
It is.
But there's so much really great stuff that you won't always get on the first playthrough. You have to go through it again just to be like, oh, shit, there's another conversation going on over here. Like, builds up the story of what happened. And oh man, I love games like that. And this is why I love indie games, and why PlayStation don't do that. They don't put the money into that anymore. Which is a shame.
Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. I mean, I had it on my PS4. My PlayStation career ended at PS4. Can you still get it on the PS5 or not? Is it still available?
Yeah, you can still play it. Yeah. You can still download it and play it.
Is there a lot missing from the kind of PS3, PS4 era on PS5? Is it just not there? Is there stuff?
There's no PS3 games. There's just PS4. It's basically 90%, no, 98% compatible with PS4.
So you couldn't just go, you know what, I'm going to download Resistance.
No, you'd need there's no PS3. The PS3 is too hard to emulate.
So this is why, and I'm leading on to this, I love Game Pass, because I can go and sort of sit there and go, do you know what? I'm going to play Fallout New Vegas right now, and I'm going to move on to Gears of War, the original one. And that's my era. That's I'm not saying that's my best era.
Yeah.
But it is for modern.
Well, that's why I still have a PS3 set up.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to put a 1 terabyte SSD in next week, I think.
I need to get my 60 gig
No,
one actually, urgently.
I've just got a 320 gig PS3 Slim at the minute.
I have
not the super slim.
Yeah, the one in between.
But,
I have one of those as well. But I loved my 60 gig one because I could play PS1, PS2 games, PS3 games just at the drop of a, it was amazing.
Annoyingly, there's one game that doesn't run on the PS3 that I love, and that is Wipeout 3.
No, it doesn't work.
No, but Wipeout 3 Special Edition does.
Yes, but I lost that copy years ago.
And that's costs a fortune now if you want to buy it.
Don't. I'm going to.
I'm going to because I need to play it again.
I'm going.
But it's I'm looking forward to getting a 1 terabyte SSD in there because I've got so many games. I was looking through my thing and I've got over 450 games on the PS3.
Yeah, I've got about 30 left. I mean, like staples, and I mean,
I'm not talking discs as well. I've got discs as well. I've got probably another 40 discs, and then like 400 odd games on the hard. Oh well, that will the new SSD.
I need to boot mine up,
Yeah.
And see what's on there. Really, yeah.
Yeah, I still play mine on a regular basis, just because there's games on it I can't play anywhere else.
Yeah.
Which is sad. But I do want to do an episode soon, which is going to be stuck on Wii.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I was looking through the Nintendo Wii library, and I was surprised by just how many games are just stuck. Like you can't play them anywhere.
No, it's
else.
incredible. 3DS as well, by the way. There's stuff on there that will never see the light of day. More so the Wii.
Yeah,
though.
and if you look at and on the Wii, you've got some of the download stuff, which is just gone. It's insane that it's just not been re-released anywhere else. It's insane. But I want to do an episode about that and talk about Stuck on Wii. And we'll move on to that. I think we are. So I think that's another one I want to do soon. And obviously next month we want to do Sega Saturn as that's the 20th anniversary in the UK. And and then we'll go from, and then obviously we've got the June episode as well through the years.
I'm gonna,
I think,
possibly try and fit kind of a mental health one in. What games do you play to alleviate your mental health issues? It could be a serious episode, or I could have a breakdown halfway between. I don't know, but we'll give it a go. Yeah, we'll give it a go. What games do you play when you're down? Maybe not an episode, but maybe just a conversation on it. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I think it's important to discuss mental health.
It's big time.
To do that.
Big time.
So,
yeah, it is.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we'll probably leave it there then. So thank you very much, Danny.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
So join us next time when we find out what becomes of the broken-hearted. Goodbye.